Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo, Branson, Missouri. We're going to do one cast today. Well, actually, I'm by myself. Just a real quick explanation of what one cast is. We've been doing one cast since January 2015, and we've missed one day. We film every day. We turn the camera on, and whatever happens, happens. There's no editing, no do-overs. It's fishing, not catching. A lot of people might watch this video and think, what in the heck am I watching this thing for? We don't catch any fish, don't get any bites. But we try to educate people on how to fish Lake Taneycomo, basically, and just show off our fishery. It's a trout fishery below a dam. Table Rock Lake is above us, and we're the tailwater below. We're actually on the White River. So today, it is the 20th of December, and I boated up here to just below Fall Creek. They're running a half a unit, which is about 3,000 CFS. And I'll kind of explain what I'm going to try here. We've got about a 3 mile an hour current at this particular place. I've got, for you guys that know the lake, this is where I'm at. Right up there's the mouth of Fall Creek and Fall Creek Marina. And I'm not too far from this bank. So I'm kind of got the spot lock on where there's current towards the middle of the lake, and there's not much current between me and the bank. And I'm going to tight line some minnows below the boat. We are below Fall Creek, which below Fall Creek we can use live bait. About any rod will do, but I've got a 6.5 foot medium light, whatever, one-piece rods. 4-pound line. It's a Trilene XL, and I'm using I think it's a 30 SP30 Presidents Pflüger reel. I've got a split shot about 2 foot above the hook, and the hook is a number 8 short shank bronze hook. I've got medium-sized minnows. What I'm going to do is hook this minnow right in the lip. Come up right underneath his lip and through the upper lip so he hangs off the end. I'm going to throw out right behind the boat. About 30 feet or so, and I'm going to set this up. Hopefully I'm not going to pull my rod in the water, but not really set up too much for tight lining in my boat. I don't have any rod holders or anything. I don't do this much. Do it with the grandkids. They like to come out and bait fish. I'm going to go ahead and throw 2 rods out. I'm actually going to fish here for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go down and try another spot. With a half unit of water running, there's really only 2 places that I feel like I have enough current to fish this technique. And it's because the lake, or if you want to call it a river, kind of bottlenecks right here at Fall Creek, and it also bottlenecks down below Shore Creek, so that water will pick up speed. Otherwise, I feel like there's not enough current, really. Many other places where you can fish this minnow, tight line minnow like this. Now you can drag minnows. You can get out and drift with the current and drag a minnow on the bottom, and that works pretty good. But today I just wanted to try this try this, see if it works. I know I've tried it before and caught fish. You tend to go through quite a few minnows because a lot of times the trout will come up and take the minnow off the end of the hook without taking the whole minnow. I might have to adjust my weight too. It might be too heavy. I really don't want it going right to the bottom. That's why I like the current. I like it riding up off the bottom a little bit. So I'll try to get a feel for where that minnow is in the water column. Water's about 6 foot deep here, maybe 7. I try to anchor on the side so people, when they drift through, aren't running into me. It's kind of a consideration that you gotta watch people that are drifting. Ooh, there's a good bite. Yeah, see? And he did not get my minnow. Or did he? Huh, it's got some moss on there. Some algae. It's just barely on there. Now, that's one thing I didn't think about. If I've got a bunch of moss down here along the bank, I don't want to set my minnow down in the moss. How you doing? Huh?
You getting it?
I just got a bite. Oh, here's another bite.
There you go. Power bait?
Minnows.
Minnows.
Catch the big ones.
Big minnows or big fish?
Big fish. Bigger the bait, the bigger the fish.
That's what they say.
This isn't too bad. Hey, Brett.
Hey.
I think it's just a current.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think it's a brown.
Really?
Yeah.
It's slow today for us.
I'm throwing minnows. I'm cheating. Minnows. No, that's a rainbow. That's a nice one. Now the trick is to net this thing in the current. That stinks. That was about a 3-pound rainbow. And it just pulled out. Ah, crud. I almost had it. I would have liked to have shown that one off. That was probably a 19-inch rainbow. You will tend to catch brown trout on these. I'm getting another bite here. I'm fishing 2 rods mainly because I didn't think I'd have a whole lot of action here. This one's a little more manageable, I think. That's about the size we usually catch. That's cool. All right, get him released. Well, you could come off like your cousin came off. Hook this one a little bit better. We'll see if we can catch one more, then we're gonna head. Then we're gonna head down to Short Creek. It's about a mile downstream. I lost my weight off this line. I'm not sure how that happened. They're being pretty aggressive. Trying to stay out in front of this GoPro. There's not a whole lot of boat back here, so you can see what I'm doing. Brown trout do tend to be more of a fish eater. They like sculpins, they'll eat forage fish, and they get big enough they'll eat rainbows. That's why we will catch I hope I didn't throw over that one. We will catch more browns on fishing minnows and night crawlers and that kind of thing. Let's look at this one. Okay, just a couple more, 3 more minutes. If we don't get a bite, we'll go down Short Creek. I want to just try a couple spots doing this. You already can see it works up here. My mic came undone. Got a few boats out today. It's a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. It's about 50, low 50s. I think I'm getting a bite here. Sometimes they just like to chew on it a little bit. If you're gonna, I've got a Garmin trolling motor that will actually keep you in the same place. It's called anchor mode. But if you're gonna anchor and do this, just be real careful. Always anchor off the very front of the boat. Don't anchor in fast current. Always have a knife handy in case you have to cut the anchor if you get in trouble. but you can anchor off the back or sides of the boat, especially in faster current. It will pull your boat under. So we are very, very careful about anchoring ourselves and instructing others to anchor, because it can be very dangerous. Okay, I'm just about ready to move. I imagine you can do this from here all the way down to Short Creek, but this is a little faster water right here, and then it does pick up speed at Short Creek, so I've always done really good, and I'm getting a bite. I've always done real good down by Short Creek. I'm getting a bite in the rod I've got in my hand, and he's just barely hitting it. Sometimes you can kind of lift it and move it a little bit, maybe get him a little more aggressive. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull stuff in and get ready, go down Short Creek. We'll see you in a minute. Okay, you can probably recognize this spot. Trout Hollow is just right in below me. There's a group of trees on the water down there. Most people who fish here recognize where I'm at, so I'm about 500 yards below the mouth of Short Creek. So this water is not quite as deep as where I was before. It's about 4 foot deep. But I'm gonna go ahead and try using the same weight. Might be a little bit too much weight, we'll see. When I pulled this minnow in from the last spot, it must have been the other one, it was all chewed up, so something had been chewing on it. Just didn't quite take it. Now I'm about a boat length away from the bank here. There's no slow current against this bank. It's all pretty much the same speed all the way to the bank, so I don't feel like I need to get any closer or any further away. What I would do if I was fishing here for a long time is probably start at the top of this spot and then kind of fish here a minute, and then move down 20 feet, reset the anchor, move down another 20 feet, set the anchor, and just fish this whole area all the way down to those trees. Now the reason I hooked that minnow in the lips is to keep, when it's sitting down there, it's facing upstream and it's kind of swimming in the current, looking a little more natural if I were to hook it in the back or the tail. I am getting a bite. I think it takes a little while for those fish to find these minnows. And I'm getting a bite on this other one too. Oh, I think I was on the bottom. Yeah, I'm sitting on the bottom. Oop, that's not the bottom. Got a good bite there. Missed him. I'm gonna go ahead and check this minnow line. Yeah, that's good. Sometimes they'll steal it right off your line or your hook. Might change that minnow out too. That was the one that was chewed on, and you really need a live minnow. Don't want to fish any dead minnows on this rig. I'm not going to throw out quite as far because I've got a heavier weight, and I don't want that weight going to the bottom. I want it up off the bottom. Here's another bite. Missed him again. That's the one bad thing about fishing night crawlers and minnows is you do tend to miss some fish. Put on another minnow on this one. I'm getting a bite on this. Uh-oh. On both of them. I'm feeding them. They're getting full on minnows. I think I'm gonna fish just one rod at a time. I think I'm just asking for trouble. Fishing two rods. I don't think I was out far enough. Oh, there's the bite. How long do you let them chew on it before you set the hook? That's the question. Because they've got to get that whole minnow in their mouth and the hook for me to catch them. Trout have, there he is, pretty small mouths. These minnows are not that big though. Oh, it's a nice one too. There we go. I got him right in the side of the mouth too. He didn't eat it at all. Nice size rainbow, a lot bigger than the first one I landed, and a lot smaller than the last one I hooked. All right, let's see if we can catch one more. He hit that one, last time he hit it pretty hard. Now you can do this with night crawlers. And catch fish. Getting the bite already. Oh. See if he got the minnow. I'll leave it out there for a second. He pulled on it pretty hard. I thought I had him. He got the minnow. Yep. Hook him right underneath the lip. Up through the top lip. Hang him right off the end. Throw it out there about 30 feet. And you know they're just sitting down there waiting on the next one to come down so they could rob me. They're thinking I'm not very smart. Keep feeding the minnows. Crappie are different. I mean, crappie, they suck it in. They suck the whole thing in. That's why you can catch them and not these trout, I guess. But I got this one. About the same size. He's not very big. I can get him without the net. Right in the bottom of the lip. Just barely hooked him. And he's gone. And he hooked me. All right, thanks for watching. caught some fish today. You know, when we go out and try this stuff, sometimes we haven't tried it before. We just go out. I know I've caught fish like this in years past. And, you know, just our best guess that these two places are... Actually, I've never done this in either one of these two places. I've done it in higher water up, oh, a couple hundred yards from here, but not these particular places. So you just never know what's going to happen. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.